Welcome to episode, I think this one is episode 7, of the continuation of Distant Nights. We have now been joined by a new person, known as Cookie, or occasionally Biscuit, when I forget the word Cookie. And we have also updated to the new guidebook. New software is out, and I have finally finished the updates. We're now on 0.9.0. Everyone has rebuilt their characters as closely as possible, keeping stats, just changing XP and a few items, but mostly the same. So, where we left off, I think, Lewis, you can do the recap this week. It's only fitting.
So last week we went drinking and then came back to the ship and nothing bad happened. Lexie at no point had her weapon stolen, and at no point did Lexie then go find out who stole it and then start an entire fight with people on the ship. That did not happen at all.
Lilo,
What did happen,
just
Lewis?
for no apparent reason, would you like to interject anything here?
You really
Lilo.
want to start party drama
No?
before?
Okay.
before...
I mean,
just a little bit.
it was not entirely Ray's fault. Just say
It was entirely Ray's fault.
it was not.
Why don't we do this like when we're actually in the debate, as opposed to like outside of the fucking session? Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, where we left off, there had been a bit of a discussion with a grenade and some scythes, and some heated words were exchanged. And you had all taken 20 minutes to cool down. Or you've gone off to take 20 minutes to cool down. We'll move over to the ship map, just because, you know, that might be important.
We need that.
I'm gonna
Roll
put
initiative.
music on.
Why would we need that? Like, oh, there's nothing wrong going to happen.
Battle music. Let's go.
Allow me to just crank up the battle
Dun,
music.
dun, dun,
So,
dun, dun, dun.
over the next 20
Okay.
minutes, what is everyone doing?
Kit, as said last time, went to his room, got basically his rest of the gear and also some drugs.
Okay.
Made blunts for everyone, and
He wasn't talking to you
he
this
went-
time, that cable.
Sorry, what?
Never mind. I'm sorry, continue, Kit.
and then went to the meeting room. Basically. So
Okay.
he has like one blunt for everyone, plus 2 for himself. So he's sitting there smoking like 10 minutes beforehand.
So Kit is... Wait, Lois?
Yep, sorry.
Mute yourself when typing. So Kit is
Sorry.
waiting. Speaking of Lois, what is Lexie doing after the debate? So I doubt it involves
well,
others.
No. So, I'm going to send you a message for that.
Alright. So, for the love of God, mute yourself when you type.
Sorry.
So,
Thanks.
while he's clickety-clacking away, Lilo, Seraph, and Charlissandra, you guys were in the same room at the last left
Yeah.
off, so what are you guys doing?
I think Charlissandra and Seraph just managed to got Ray out away from the table. I think.
Yeah, I mean, Charlissandra will try and get her to the med bay to get her patched up.
Yeah, Ray
Okay.
will follow.
I mean, you guys
Where
don't
is that?
really have a med
It
bay.
was like the room next to them, I thought, right?
Nope,
you
that's
guys-
the common.
You guys don't
Are we
have a
supposed to be
med
at the
bay.
ship map?
This is the ship map.
I'm on the galaxy map.
What?
Reload. Reload. Just reload.
Does that help?
Hold on.
Just reload.
Just reload.
Yeah, you're buggered. Everyone else is on the ship map.
Yes, I'm on it now.
Yeah, we don't have a med
Okay.
bay.
Oh, we don't actually have
I
No.
thought. You don't? We don't?
No, you don't have a
We need a
dedicated med
med
bay.
What's this, actually?
That is a small cargo room.
We should convert this to map bay.
Well, you can look into doing that. As for now, I believe people have, well, it's stun, right? So yeah. You have quick patches if you want to use that. Or you can patch her up and wait for her to heal sort of naturally.
Yeah, I'll patch her up. Like normally.
She's not the pioneer in the fight. That's a point. Sorry. I'm going to do this like every 2 seconds now. Oh, that's a thing that needs to change. Quick patches need to be fucking changed because they insta-kill most people now.
Oh, yes.
I have a very long list of things that need changing and fixing. Sorry. So, you, so you're going to patch up Ray, who I presume is shaken.
Where are we? Where's Ray getting patched up? In the same room, or?
I mean, we have plenty of stuff in the fucking workbench, work area.
Yeah, so you can probably do it in here. It's probably the best place. In fact, if anywhere, that's probably the place you guys have set up for any kind of medical, because the room with all the large machinery is probably the place to have your first aid kit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna whichever room we're gonna set up the.
We would have a bunch of rags. There's like from old T-shirts. So.
Whichever room we're gonna be setting up the meeting in, I'm gonna take a piece of paper, stick it to the front of the thing, and I'm going to essentially write on it, "No weapons allowed beyond this point." That includes everyone, including the captain.
There are 3 doors because it is this room here.
Right.
You have. Well,
then it would be this door.
Okay.
And yeah, and I'm going to stand outside, and I'm going to wait as people. Like, I'm just going to wait the 20 minutes out, and wait as people walk in, and I'm going to check them, just to make sure that they don't pull some shenanigans.
Okay. Kit's already in there.
Would I know that?
Do you open the door?
Well, I was going to set up the chairs, but
Then yeah, if you open the door and go in, then you'll see him there.
Yeah, yeah.
See him there sleeping with like smoking, having weapons on him.
Kit, if you don't mind, I want this thing to be like a weapons-free thing, just so that we don't start killing each other. So, if you don't mind, please, could you just leave your stuff in your room just for today, just for like the conversation we were about to have? I'm gonna apply this to the captain as well, especially to the captain, the person who fucking attacked me. So.
Fine. Fine.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, going the infiltrator route. Yargon.
Okay. So basically, you're dumping all your, grenades and stuff off. Sure.
Yeah, basically.
They clack.
Yeah. They clack.
He can't stop fucking.
Dump my pistols and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
But...
He sent me
also,
a list of fucking his different outfits essentially.
Yeah.
Right.
In the various.
I'm also probably gonna go to my room, and I guess I can't remove my blade. Is there a possibility that I can just remove that arm for now?
No, not really.
Okay, in that case,
there's not much you can do about that.
Okay, well, that is what it is. I'm just gonna put my pistol and
such a hypocrite.
I have in my room. Yeah, it's an Assassin's Creed blade for sure. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, you are making sure people are weapons free. Charlissandra is tending to Ray, and Ray is being tended to. All right. So, about 20 minutes pass, and you guys can gather as and when you do.
Ray would also stay with Liz or Charlissandra and stay with her. And I don't know, is Liz going into the room already?
I mean, at the
not
allotted
yet.
time, I'd assume so. No.
Yeah, I mean, then, yeah.
Yes, I'm saying we're sort of skipping ahead to the allotted time. As and when. So, you guys heading in? Do go ahead and move yourself into the room if.
But I'm just gonna again reiterate to them as well that I would like them to remove their weapons.
Okay.
2 seconds. I just need to quickly do something. I'm
Yes,
just sorting out my notes. I'm not plotting at the moment, don't worry.
He's plotting. So,
I've already finished that part.
Oh, God. I do not want to know. What also I do?
Lexie tries to plot a mutiny. Wait, I'm the captain. Fuck.
I suppose it, the plotting is done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you guys, yeah. Who's the out of Ray and Lexie? Who's going to be there first?
Depends on
Lexie,
this.
I would imagine, would be one of the last people.
Okay. So,
I'm assuming.
you all do please move yourself on the map. As you guys make your way into the room, and you wait, and eventually, Lexie, you come down and make your way in.
As soon as Liz and Ray are in front of the door, like Ray is just standing there, not going into the room. Is Lexie in there already or not?
At that point, no.
Okay, Ray is not moving into the room and still grabbing her knife on her belt. Like, she's just standing in front of the room, not entering.
Ray, it's okay. Come, I'll just stay close to me. Okay.
I don't want to go there.
I'll protect you.
Ray is giving her knife to Seraph and just taking Liz's wing and kind of hiding behind it.
Okay.
Okay, she'll try to put her wing or. I mean, dragon wings are pretty large, right?
Yes, roughly the same wingspan as your height, overall.
Oh shit. Okay, that's.
Yeah, so
You've got about
that's
a
like
meter each.
that's like a meter per wing. Yeah.
Mhm.
She's
Roughly,
still
yeah.
grabbing it and hiding behind it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, and you guys heading down?
She will slowly try and guide her in.
Okay. So, Lexie, you come down. Seraph,
Yeah.
I assume you're still at the door stopping people.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to stop her. I'm going to ask her to put back any weapons that she's brought in, regardless of how small. Okay, good. I'm gonna actually. Is there like an insight or something I can do?
It would be charisma, contested charisma, but yes.
Oh fuck's sake. Okay. I have a -3 charisma, which is great.
Actually, it'd be
so
charisma
-1.
it would be charisma contested by persuasion from Lexie. Obviously.
Okay, still -1.
Could you do like a pat down?
I guess I could. Yeah.
Like more of a physical thing? Like, say you
Yeah.
use the dexterity or agility?
Yeah.
The one time I can think of a use for fucking perceptive touch.
He's going to. He's gonna.
Yeah.
Lexie for now.
She seems
If he does it.
she seems honest.
Yeah. Also, as soon as Lexie and me enter the room, because I'm assuming she's the last one.
Mhm.
I'm going to declare that I can't exactly remove my arms, so that's the only weapon that's going to be in the room.
Mhm.
I will put it on the desk so that everyone can look at it whenever the fuck they need to.
You know,
And so,
I could remove it for you.
I would rather not.
As also people come in, I'm gonna hand them basically like what looks like a kind of cigar / blunt dish. And you see Kid is smoking and there's purple smoke.
Mhm.
Just that way. And it seems kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kit actually weirdly doesn't seem. Kit never seems on edge, but there is a sort of faint purple smoke around him.
and he seems quite calm.
Or is the extractor fans on?
Is that a space blunt?
The air
Really
recycling's
on,
on. It's just there's a slight purple smoke because he is smoking.
No, fair enough. I was just making sure that I could. If not, I was going to extract it with. Whatever.
Oh, it's permanently on.
Yeah. All right.
You can't not have the air circulation on.
Ray standing on the cigarette, does it have any effect?
Unfortunately, it has no effect on Ray.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's still like they're as ironic as it is that they're the only race that is like completely just fucked by alcohol. They have basically resistance to the vast majority of light toxins.
She's like
What's
into the
that?
wind, she's cursing like, fuck.
It's something from a home planet.
Does that include bad food?
To a degree, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Do Dulax, just quickly, do Dulax have their own form of drugs? Are they just special drugs for Dulax?
Yeah, essentially these...
It's called alcohol.
kind of effective. The Zytendris are essentially a toxin-filtering organs. So, alcohol they never developed the ability to, they never evolved it, but other toxins they have evolved the ability to remove quite well. Not to the point of poison resistance, but to the point where they, like, most mild toxins or anything that would get you high or anything that would affect your mental state specifically, they can tend to, any kind of, thank you, any kind of that kind of stuff, that they can tend to filter out much better than other races. So if it does have an effect, it'll be for a few moments and then it'll be gone, at most. Nothing noticeable with this. They have their own stuff, yeah, but the things that affect most people won't, you know.
Yeah, it's a slight relaxing, basically, effectively. Yeah, it's very, very slight amount.
Yes.
Right. So.
Charlissandra will pass on the opportunity.
Okay.
Well, Seraph can't even. Okay.
Lexie's no.
Shall we begin?
You still have one, but
yeah, I'll pick it up. I'll put it to my faceplate and then like act like I'm inhaling.
Yeah.
You hear like a metal fan spin up.
Yeah, the fucking compressor just.
Great. Axels.
Shall we get going then?
Yeah.
Now, shall we start with Rai, since she seems to be not feeling too well, and we'll get her out of the way. So, could you please tell us your end of the story?
By the way, Charlissandra will keep standing for Rai's sake.
That's fine.
Bennet attacked me.
Who attacked you?
Bennet.
Lexie's last
name. Right. Yeah, I got it. I didn't hear. I heard muffles and I didn't fucking hear what you said. Right.
Fuck.
What did you draw?
What? Why? Like that's part of the story. I need the whole story. What exactly happened?
I hit her scythe because she touched my sniper.
Right. Is that it?
That's it.
And then she attacked you for hiding. Okay. Right. Lexie, what's your end of the story?
She stole my shit, so I dealt with it.
You dealt with it by attacking a crew member.
Yeah.
Instead of diplomatically handling it the way a captain should.
I don't think you've noticed me. This is my ship. I deal with it how I deal with it.
Look, okay.
It can quickly not be your ship.
Okay. Well, let's not get that. Let's not put that. Let's not put that on the table. Lexie, I understand that yes, this is your ship, but there's a certain diplomatic way that you should handle it, as opposed to literally trying to murder a crew member for just essentially doing something that is the equivalent of a prank.
I don't give a fuck. If she told me where it was, she wouldn't have had those issues. She wouldn't have got the hit.
Right. So you do know you know the layout of the ship, correct?
Yes.
You know all the nooks and crannies.
That's not the fucking point, mate. She either gives me the shit back, or she gets hit.
Don't you mean cut?
Do you want to resolve this?
I would like to resolve it, but you're not stealing my fucking shit, and I did what I.
We are not. That was a joke on Kid's part. just ignore that for now.
Shit,
We're
not
not-
ship.
Yeah.
I think.
Um,
Out of character.
we're not going to be doing a mutiny or anything like that, but we do want a common understanding that it is not okay to attack each other. We cannot be at each other's throats when we're fighting other people.
Then
And
don't steal my shit. Simple as that.
Okay, but that doesn't that does not allow you to attack someone. That's not how this works.
I don't think you've noticed me. This isn't exactly the most legal operation in the first place.
It doesn't matter whether it's a legal operation or not. If you attack each other, we can't trust each other. We need trust in order to be able to fulfill our operations.
Then follow the fucking rules and don't steal shit.
Yes, but then you don't attack someone just because someone stole your stuff. That's not how that works. You could reprimand her. You're the captain. You could probably just say, okay, I'm punishing you for stealing my shit by not attacking you, but by essentially house arresting you. You're going to stay in your room. You're not allowed to leave, with the exception of meals, that sort of thing.
Well, I did
That's
punish her now, didn't I?
Yeah, but by hitting her, that's not how this works. Lexie, this is not how
You
this
don't
works.
try to fucking kill your crewmates, you fucking moron.
Oh, like you would have done it different.
Yes, I would have.
I think
If I was the captain, yes, I fucking would have.
Pity.
Look, have you had time to cool down? Because the bitterness in your voice is going to just make this more aggressive. Are you actually calm? Because if this is what you are like when you're calm, then I am genuinely concerned for our crew.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Lexie.
Okay.
I gotta say, I've known you for, out of character, it's like a year, right? That they know each other about, nearly.
I think it was
Year and a
more.
half.
Yeah, it was like a year and a half.
Year and a half, yeah. I've known you like for a year and a half now. Maybe nearly 2, but I was always quite content with how you ran stuff. And fair, it's your ship, you run how you want it, but this is way too far. I'm disappointed, to be honest.
Oh,
You
Look.
don't really seem to give a fuck.
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's pretty simple on how I fucking see it.
Well, the way you see it is evidently not the right
Well-
way. Okay, how about this? We all agree not to touch each other's equipment, and we leave it at that. We don't touch each other's stuff, and that's it. Is that something we can agree on, at the very least?
At least until the mission is over, and then I might. Till we get paid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, after that, okay. Yeah. Does anyone have anything to add?
I was just seriously thinking about replacing Lexie.
You can fucking try.
Lexie, you're not helping. You're really not helping.
Oh well.
I don't like, you've been out on the field. You've had combat experience. You understand how to fight in a team. You understand that it takes common mutual trust, loyalty to be able to get a mission done. Doesn't matter whether you're a
And just so
bandit
much
or
more
a bounty
than
hunter or
first
whatever. Say that again, please. I couldn't hear you.
And she stole my shit, ruining that in the first place. So, you know.
Well,
It was a
Lexie,
fucking prank.
you can't, like, no offense, right? I really don't mean to call you a child, but you can't act like a children. You can't act like a child with a child. That just does not fucking work.
You can't act like a children.
If you wanna maintain whatever moral high ground that you seem to think you have, you can't act as bad as the person that you are attacking.
You haven't noticed I'm not particularly nice person. Alright? I act as I feel I need to act. And this is how I feel like I needed to act. If you don't like it, tough.
Lexie,
Do
you know,
want-
this is technically both our ship, even though it's in your name?
It's in my name. That's how it is.
So it
Oh.
doesn't do you anything that we earned the ship on a mission together.
It did. Until now.
And exactly what is that? What have I done to deserve this?
Well, we were a team up until you stole my weapon and stopped me from doing what I felt was right.
Getting a crew member over
I wasn't going to
lost
kill her
weapon.
if she gave me the item.
But she was clearly terrified and didn't know what to do. So yes, she would have killed her.
She should have given me it then.
Look, I'm starting to doubt, just like Kit, if you're even I lost the word, fuck's sake.
If you're even eligible to be.
Not eligible.
Yeah.
Cape. Works
Competent?
not exactly the word I was competent. Yeah, fair, that works. I don't know even if you're competent enough anymore to run a fucking ship and a crew. Look, I have respect for you. I still consider you my friend, but this is insane.
If you don't like how I run my ship, there's a planet there, I can drop you off there.
Do you honestly think that you can take on this full mission without any single member here?
Oh, who said I was finishing that mission?
I feel like that contractor that the employer is not going to be exactly happy that we have information on his mission and we've just stopped doing it. They're going to be after you.
And I've got a feeling I will be too far away to care.
At this
Okay.
point, you all see Ray just crying. Not sobbing, not saying anything, just crying.
Charlissandra just turns around and like hugs her.
Yeah. Is he? Kit has just kind of started massaging his forehead. Just like, oh, this so fucking stupid.
Yeah. If like Seraph generally tends to be quite monotone, but you're hearing like he's starting to get more and more angry. Lexie, you need to understand that what you're doing right now, the way you're speaking, it's not helpful to you, to anyone. You won't like. I don't understand. Have you been like this lone wolf badass kind of character for this whole fucking time, or is this just something you wanted to recently develop?
I've always been like this. You've just started to notice.
Right. So how long have you been friends, Charlissandra, with her?
About 1.5 years.
1.5 years. Has she always been like this?
No, not in my eyes.
Okay. I'm going to assume that this is just you're still angry, Lexie, and I would like you to calm down and understand that it's essentially implying that you don't need any of the crew, you don't need any of us, you don't need anyone, you don't need the money, you don't need anything, etc., etc., etc. is not looking good for you.
I mean, if you don't like how I run my ship, the shuttle's there.
Yeah, I heard you the first time. You don't need to repeat yourself.
Well, I think I've heard enough. I'll be in my cabin if you need me, I guess. And if no one stops her or says anything, she will, like, slowly try to lead Ray out with her.
Yeah,
I think-
I'm not going to say anything.
I
Ray
think you're
stays
all
with
getting
you.
on that shuttle,
Yeah.
and I think I'm just going to head off without you. I think that's what's happening here.
No, that's not what's happening. Because
Aye, I think it is.
you might have been taking that job. I need that job.
Here.
You
I
can
need-
take
I
the
need-
fucking hard drives if you want.
I don't think you understand how the situation goes here, Lexie.
Yeah.
I think
You're not the
I
only
don't
one
think
that's
you understand
employed.
how fucking simple it is to fucking kill you.
I know how easy it is to kill you all. Don't you fucking worry.
Could you guys please not talk about killing each other? This is devoid of the point. The point is that we need to trust each other, and you are behaving so goddamn irresponsibly. You can't just you can't be the captain and not behave like the fucking captain.
Yargon.
You need to get that into your fucking skull. Do you get that?
Okay.
Yes, Charlissandra.
Charlissandra will, of course, talk to Ray, but that's like a little. She will, like, as soon as she's in her cabin, she'll type a message to Kit and Seraph, to ask if they can meet her in her cabin, like as soon as they're.
Yeah.
Like just the two of them. Well, and of course Ray, but she's already there.
He won't answer immediately. He is in the conversation.
Yeah, same. We're kind of in a thing.
That's fair.
Ray's just sitting there with the
Lexie.
sobbing, crying.
Lexie, when this mission is done, yeah.
That's fine. As I said though, grab your stuff, meet me in a shuttle, you're leaving. All of you.
No, that's not happening because I need the artifacts. I need them.
As I said, you can continue on your merry fucking way after. I'll give you the hard drive if you want, but you're leaving.
Okay. Kid leaves. Goes into his room, sends a message to Cassandra. Be right there. No.
Lexie?
Yeah.
What's
By the way.
up? Like, why are you this pissed? Like, I understand, yes, she took your thing, but that just feels...
I'm not pissed. This is how I run my fucking ship.
But running your ship by killing your own teammates, it doesn't seem right.
Oh, wow. That's how I run it. Don't like it, that's it. No, I'm off to the shuttle. I'll see you there when you got your... I'll head to a shuttle, fuck it.
Alright. So,
Oh my fucking god.
Lexie walks up
Yargon,
to go to the shuttle. Yes.
I did realize I picked a extra weapon during changing of the character sheets, but that doesn't make sense. I just realized. So I assume I have to buy that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Yeah. By the way, Cassandra, you'll hear Kit walking down and opening his door, going in, and then coming back out with you guys, and then going into your room. A few things that you notice: he has a backpack, a chain laser, and X4 beamer.
What are you planning?
Apparently, I'm leaving, or Cassandra's leaving, or Lexie's leaving, and I need the money.
How do you mean you're leaving?
I was saying I'm leaving.
So, well, guess I've seen a new side of her today.
Lowest mute button.
Oh, sorry.
Also, Seraph walks into the room, and if no one minds, he's just going to slump down onto the bed.
Nah, she won't. So, what came out of the rest of the conversation?
She does not want to change her mind. She's essentially telling us to leave if she doesn't like it. And at first it was just a suggestion. At this point, it feels like she's essentially saying we have to leave.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that. This is
y-
also my ship.
Yeah, I'd imagine so, since you also happen to have fucking gotten it.
The only thing is, though, it's in her fucking name. So legally, I don't have any chance.
You can rename ships.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, in a legal way, we can't get anywhere, I believe. But
Also, I will hand back the knife that Roy gave to me back to her.
She's just grabbing it, hugging it close to her chest, crouching together, still in Liz's wing.
I'm just gonna assume that it's in the sheath because that would be painful to hug.
Oh yes, yeah.
Right. Let's see. I don't. Okay, so, Charlissandra, you called us into the room to discuss this further.
yeah,
Do you have something in mind? Because I do want to resolve the situation with a little bit more admirably than what Bennet wants to do.
I know for sure that I'm not planning on leaving this ship. And I
Right.
don't think the rest of you likes that idea a lot either.
No,
Because
no,
most
really.
of all, we can't afford to buy a new ship if the 4 of us are, she makes like air quotes, kicked off.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how
much is
to
the
resolve this yet,
small
but
ship, by the way, Yargon?
A ship like this is into the millions of credits.
No, not like this. I'm talking about a smaller ship, like
Into
into
the thousands to hundreds of thousands of credits range. No, sorry, the tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of credits range. A shit ton of money.
Yeah.
More than anything you guys can afford, I'll tell you that.
Actually, I might have an idea. This might we could contact our employer and explain that we have a rogue individual. Maybe they will give an incentive to Lexie, or maybe that's not a good idea. I don't know.
I don't think that's for work.
Yargon,
Yes.
how does one put a ship in a new name?
If you can provide a reasonable, you provide, for instance, the dead body of someone, and you provide, like, basically evidence of how they died, and thus that it was, whatever. I mean, the ship would be inherited by whoever owns it, or in the case of Lexie, if she doesn't have anyone to inherit it, then it would probably just fall to the first in command. If you provide, for instance, essentially get a death certificate for her somewhere official. You won't be able to do that here, but in a proper station. You could do it that way.
How do you say? How easy would it be for Kit to kill Lexie without actually getting caught doing it and having her death certificate be illegal?
Out in space, no one can hear scream.
I mean, essentially, all you need to do is if you provide a body to a doctor, a licensed doctor, or Medicaid, they can be like, that indeed is a dead person.
Well, wouldn't they do like an autopsy and see that he's been blown up or?
Well, I think in Kit's case,
but the thing is, space pirates are a thing. It's not like they were killed, yeah, but the ship would then go legally to whoever would own it next of kin.
Yeah.
No one's going to open an investigation into it. You guys are too small and insignificant, and her capital is not worth opening an investigation into.
By the way, would I know? Did Lexie ever talk about family?
I don't think so.
It sounds like she's a
In fact,
loner,
no,
so-
she absolutely would not have done.
Okay.
In fact, I don't think you've even heard much about her past before even meeting you.
Yeah. You know very little about Lexie's past. She's been very cagey about it.
I say we kill the captain. Or have her sign, or give her the last chance to sign it off and then leave her on the planet.
Well, what if? No,
it's an option. I guess. Yeah.
I mean, suppose the whole point of a mutiny is when a captain is acting poorly, but yeah.
I mean, normally I would say no, but
We could just tie her up, and then just, I don't know, keep her in a room until she calms the fuck down and changes her mind.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think that's gonna happen either, knowing her.
If she would change her mind, then she would have changed it.
Look, there's a difference in touching someone's stuff and punching them. Like, don't fucking do that again. I sort of understand that. It hurts, it doesn't kill. But she tried to murder Ray.
Yeah. And the fact that she, I'm not even fucking involved and she wants to kick me out. just for suggesting that what she's doing is potentially wrong.
Yes, same. And I've known her for about 1.5 years.
Yeah.
I'm even her second in command, and she's just willing to kick me off for basically only taking her weapon in order not to kill a crew member.
I really did not want
So
it to come to this.
Yeah,
I really didn't, but
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to call him Mutiny, I guess.
I wanna go.
you wanna go where?
I wanna go. I just wanna go.
You just want to leave? At this point, you'll know. Yeah, Seraph is just gonna, pat her on her back, try and calm her down. It's happening again.
I wanna go.
Would you
Okay.
feel better if Lexie wasn't around, Ray? Like, I don't necessarily mean kill, but yeah, just wasn't around.
She's nodding.
Okay, so then the question is, how do you handle Lexie?
Well, I honestly doubt that she's going to be capable of taking all of us on. Actually, when I say I doubt, I heavily doubt. Even if she's stronger than us one-on-one.
She's also fucking hurt from earlier.
Well, I imagine she would have gone back to patch herself up.
Yeah, but you don't heal from a frag grenade within 20 minutes.
That's fair.
I don't know, Yargon.
Yep.
Is that a correct assumption?
Yeah.
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 We could just pull the keys out of the ship and just hold the keys hostage until she's like, okay, well, fuck.
Ships don't really have keys.
I know. It's like I'm not actually
Metaphor.
I'm being metaphorical. Like, I'm not being literal about this shit. Essentially, I'm saying disable the ship. I know she's an engineer.
Yargon,
So that wouldn't
Yo.
work. Yeah.
is there a way we could just vent the shuttle out of the bay?
You could try, but it's likely to spit an error warning and not let you do that because there's someone in there.
Yargon,
Yo.
no, never mind. Kid is just gonna, like, guys, my answer. Call me when you guys get to your fucking solution. Kid is gonna leave, go into his room, and then head up to the basically where he has his there's a couple of hard drives in the fucking kitchen or something. So when I get there,
I guess I'm afraid Lexie didn't leave us with much of a choice. She says as she grabs her two plasma swords.
Let me try one last time. One last time, and if that doesn't work, and at that point, I will essentially, since you are second in command, I'll leave you to whatever decision you want to make, and I will follow you as long as you don't behave like Lexie.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'm gonna just make my way to Lexie's room, wherever that is.
Upstairs.
Why can't I move? Why can't I?
Lexie's on the shuttle.
Oh, she's on she's waiting on the shuttle.
Yeah.
1 second. Let me zoom the fuck out so I can see where that is.
Ray, would you be fine if you just stay here while we go deal with this?
She's nodding. She's like slowly, totally terrified. You have never seen her like this. Nodding, standing there, not saying anything, staring into the far away, not even onto the wall, just far away.
If it makes you feel better, I'll lock the door. Okay?
She's nodding again.
I imagine I can lock the doors, right, Yargon?
Yeah, sorry, you'd be able to do that.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, in that case, she grabs her sword, her weapons, her armor on, and she heads out. And lock the door.
Ray is meanwhile hiding under the table in the corner, with her knife still at her chest, just staring into nothing.
Okay, Charlissandra was gonna try and find Kit. Which I guess is...
He's up in the canteen, yeah.
Yeah. Kit?
Kit.
Charlissandra to Kit.
Oh,
Over.
right, sorry, I muted myself. Yeah. Sorry.
Kit? Seraph
Sorry.
is gonna try one more time, and if he fails, then... Yes.
Yeah.
So, let's head to the shuttle. Ray is in my room.
Okay. I mean, I could put her in my room. It's mine, done heavily fortified. If that makes her safer.
Unlock my room. I'm not sure if the mines will help with her feeling safe.
This is probably the most secure place on this whole ship. It is.
I think she's fine like this.
Okay.
And yeah, she'll head down to the shuttle bay.
I'm assuming while this is happening, I'm gonna be having a conversation with Lexie.
What are you saying? You walk into the shuttle and you see
I'm gonna walk
Lexie
in.
is she's wearing her full armor. She's sitting in the seat waiting for you guys, expectantly.
I'm gonna swivel the chair that's next to her, facing her. And I'm just gonna say, look, it really doesn't have to be this way. It really doesn't. I understand that you want to potentially be on your own, and I don't know why. And honestly, if you don't want to tell me, fine. But I don't think, I don't think this is the way that it should end. And I think that honestly, you would prefer it, even if you don't know it yet, for it not to end this way.
Sorry, I've just noticed I was muted.
Oh, okay.
Everyone's fucking muted.
silent
Come on,
treatment.
people.
No, I just muted myself by accident.
Guys,
Oh my god. I genuinely
Christ.
thought you were silent treating me, and I'm like, oh god damn it, not this fucking
No, I was trying to reply. It was just,
Yeah.
then reply. What does she say?
Yeah.
This is how it's ending though, mate. So grab your shit, let's go.
Oh god damn it. Well, why?
Try
Does it?
fucking
Why?
mutiny
Why?
If you want, it's not gonna work.
Why? I've not suggested. I've been suggesting the exact fucking opposite of that.
I know.
I'm trying to make sure that you leave this alive as well. I
know.
don't
I've
want
I've
more
already done
bloodshed.
that, mate.
What
You get it?
would it take for you to change your mind? Seriously, what would it take?
Honestly, at this point, I just want you off my ship.
Sarah, do you get a ping from Kit? Has she changed her mind?
Give me just 1 second. I'm sending that back.
Which you can do without anyone seeing.
Yeah.
I imagine she can. He can.
Yeah. Look. First of all, the ship doesn't only really belong to you. Yes, legally it belongs to you. Whoop-de-fucking-do. You have a friend that genuinely trusts you, has respect for you, has loyalty towards you. Do you really just want to fucking throw that away?
That's
Because-
life at times, mate.
Say that again?
That's life at times, mate.
Right. That's life at times. Well, that's life if you want it to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way.
Oh,
Why? Why do this?
But why?
Explain to me. Genuinely explain to me. I'm willing to listen. If there's something you want to say, if there's anything we can do to change your mind, just tell me. Let me understand why you wanted it this way.
it's simple. I don't think I can trust any of you anymore. And I'm not
Okay, explain to me exactly what I did wrong. Or
you
what Charlissandra
are
did.
an exception to that rule, but everyone else, I don't think I can trust. So I've got an option of either get everyone else to leave and keep you, which I've got a feeling you're not going to be happy with, or I get everyone to leave. So I'm just getting everyone to leave, and I'll get a new crew or something. I might even go around on my own. That's also possible. We will see.
I just want you to remember that I at least tried. That I tried to do this. I tried to make this as amicable as possible. And he's going to just like, I'll be back in a bit. He's gonna leave whichever way the door is, and he's going to walk up to Kit and just say that, yeah, I tried. Nothing's getting through to her.
Well, I'm afraid there's only one solution then. Kit?
I assume at this point that I already have all my equipment, by the way. Or should I go and get it?
I mean, if you brought your equipment, then you have it.
Okay. Yeah, I would have, like, on the way to the fucking ship, I would have wrapped my pistol and my ammo.
Okay. Feel free to use whatever force you deem necessary, I guess. Let's end this.
Oh God.
This is not good. This is really not good.
Fuck.
I honestly don't know whether I can take on Lexie or not.
Is that already?
Kit is gonna walk up to the shuttle door.
As you're walking around, I'll just quickly say, seeing you're rolling with your weapons, I wouldn't do anything. If you do, I will kill all of you.
Ow.
Shuttle doors are at the back. You have to step
I
between the
own
engines.
this ship. I know how to fly it. There's a big store over there.
Cool.
Have fun.
I'm gonna open the doors, chuck in.
As you try and open the door, it's locked.
Cool. Then I'm just gonna place 10 mines.
Can Lexie fly out of the thing?
Not like immediately.
Gonna stick 10 mines HE on the back of the door.
He will be able to do that as you basically instruct the ship to open the hangar bay.
Yep.
And start spooling the engines for the shuttle.
Will
the hangar bay decompress?
No, there's an atmospheric shield.
Okay.
Also, is there like a panel that I can go to?
Control panel? Yeah, there'll be one on the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go to it and I'm going to close the hangar door.
Seraph, can you fly the ship?
Okay, so as you go over to it, you find
the
panel is locked. It won't give you access.
It won't give me access?
Kit is gonna...
It denies your access. Your access has been revoked to the ship.
That is actually a fair enough... Yeah, well done, Lewis.
Thanks. I wasn't even planning to go into this, trust me.
Yeah.
Where's you?
Okay, Lexie, the door's open.
Trigger mines.
Yeah,
okay, let's get back then, before he does that.
Can I fucking trigger the mines? Or the fucking thing on the back door? On the ship?
Okay. Lexie, the hangar doors open, the ship's engines spool up. Just as you are about to do that, you see Kit press something in his hand. Roll me the damage for all of those combined.
Okay. This is like the best he has, isn't it?
Is Kit really, really wants to cause some issues.
This is Kit's Kit.
Yeah.
Damage Kit.
Fuck, I can't remember the damn. Give me 2 seconds and into.
I think it's the 50s.
No. For those, they are 78 each.
Yes.
What are they?
78 each.
Oh.
Damn.
70d8.
That's something. I did not know that went up.
It has been changed to rolled. It's not changed the average too much. Right, 33 damage. There's one other thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, no! That wasn't even me!
I thought, thought you had already left, sorry.
No. You could wait. You could wait till she leaves if you intend to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
That's 330 damage.
That's a very different thing.
As long as I'm in range.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your range would be like a few hundred meters.
Yeah.
17.
Okay. So Lexie,
Imagine dealing that in D&D.
Yep.
in that case, it's not as you not before. Time rewinds slightly, and a different future takes hold. The ship spools up. Your shuttle spools up. You are good to leave, should you choose.
I fly out.
Okay.
Yeah.
As Lexie leaves the hangar bay, she passes through the atmospheric shield and out of the ship, the larger ship's shielding. Kit, you detonate it. Lexie, there is a very quick, high-pitched pop from behind you, and you were watched as a loud explosion. Not a loud explosion, you don't hear it. A bright explosion erupts from the back between the two engines of the shuttle. As Lexie, the pop is very quickly replaced with a large explosion as the entire back end of your shuttle is torn apart. You see one of your engine blocks fly past the window as the entire back half is just destroyed. All the way up to the cargo bay is missing, essentially.
Is this the cargo bay?
Yes.
Wouldn't that just
Holy fuck!
completely?
Yes.
Like, wouldn't that just essentially suck her out into space?
No, there's a door still between her. The cabin still remains pressurized. It manages to. There's a slight hissing as you can hear something's now beginning to leak. Whatever that did, it buckled the door just enough to put a dent in it, and the power immediately shuts out. Because
Over my data slate, can I send them a message of give me one good reason why I shouldn't drive your ship into the star?
You just get a message back. Goodbye, Lexie, and then I'm going to go over to the panel and try to fix whatever she undid.
I want to try. I want to. Yargon.
What are you doing? Lewis.
Can I go to the gunner?
What am I doing? Oh God, I
Hang
need
on.
to roll this. I'm sorry.
Hang on.
Like, wait, I'm gonna run to Rai.
Don't roll it. Make that decision. Charlissandra, what are you
I
trying
want
to
to
do?
get to like a gunner station.
Okay, that'll be on the bridge. You can run towards the bridge. Okay.
Yeah.
Only
Kit.
if you get the message you've got 5 seconds. Give me one reason why not to kill you all.
You start.
Because if you kill, I'm gonna message back. If you kill us, you're very much dead right now.
I'm dead either way.
Right. So give us a second, and I will save your ass, and you will fucking listen to us. I don't give a shit what you think. I or Charlissandra is the fucking captain now. Shut the fuck up and wait for support.
As you type this message, you don't get a response. Instead, Kit, you from the hangar bay
I'm so sorry,
see the
guys.
hangar door begin to close.
You fucking idiot! Oh my fucking god!
Yeah. I'm trying
Can't
to
jump the hangar door open. The hangar door begins to close. It's not slow either. It slams shut effectively. The atmospheric shield's still in place, and you all hear the very distinctive sound of a hyperspace jump. Lexie?
You fucking idiot! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yargon.
Guys, Lexie, you watch from the window as the ship winks out of existence, leaving you to float in your tin can, high above the world. There's lyrics there somewhere.
Oh my god.
The rest of you,
I didn't know as the character.
Lewis,
I actually like
It's your
Seraph.
choice.
the rest of you, you hear the distinctive sound of the jump, immediately followed by, in fact, so close that it's almost the same sound of the ship disengaging from hyperspace. And then you very immediately begin to feel the heat of a star. As, not straight away, but as warnings start going off across the ship, you hear the air conditioning, the air recycling, and the environmental controls kick into maximum. You hear the sound of roaring wind, rushing. It's as loud as standing by a jet engine. You are all considered deafened at this point, as the solar wind batters against the shields of the ship and against the hull.
Can I get basically somewhere that I know that I can get us out of here?
The bridge is the place to do that.
Is there
Seraph's on
a
his
way
way.
to take manual control?
Am I
Bridge is the place
fast
to
enough
do that.
get there without?
Yeah,
the
I'm at
ship?
the bridge.
You do have a couple of minutes. The ship will not immediately disintegrate.
Cool.
Do I
So I'm
does
running.
Ray,
I recognize that?
you hear a loud roaring sound like you've never heard inside a ship before. Imagine standing next to the turbines of a jet aircraft. It sounds like that. And the environmental controls begin kicking into overdrive. The lights flash red, and there's clearly something gone horrifically wrong, but what?
Ray-
You're not quite sure.
Ray also get a message from Kit saying, "Get up to the bridge. We need you to pilot now."
Okay.
No!
Ray's just dashing, running
Get to the chopper!
Okay.
up.
As you run up
Running
to the bridge. First one on the bridge is Seraph. Seraph, what are you doing?
Charlissandra.
Yeah, no,
Charlissandra
sorry,
would
it's
be the bridge.
Charlissandra. Charlissandra, what are you doing? You run up onto
She
the
would
bridge.
try and like find something to take over manual control to at least steer away from the star.
Okay,
At least steer in
As
opposite
you-
direction.
as you sit down in the captain's chair, it requests an ID chip. It expects you to authenticate yourself in the same way it always does. And as you hold your hand over the scanner, it briefly flashes up, access denied, on the screen. Briefly, before it seems to glitch and fade. And it disappears. And it logs itself in.
Fuck's sake.
It's what?
It logs itself in.
Oh?
You have control of the ship.
Yep, I steer away from the star.
Okay, I'm going to need you to make me a pilot voidcraft check. Do you have any ranks in pilot voidcraft?
Nope.
You have a set of controls and no idea how to use them.
I mean, she's seen Lexie fly.
That's
so maybe
not
a
quite the
little-
same. Unless you have ranks in pilot voidcraft, you have no idea how to fly.
Quick question: Is
She's
Ray
still-
at this point on the bridge?
She's still looking at controls like fuck.
Yet. Seraph, you run onto the bridge moments later, and you see her trying to figure out the controls of the ship. A few
Seraph, how do I fly this thing?
seconds later, Kit, you arrive, and then shortly after,
I'm jumping in to
Ray,
a
you
engineering sheet and trying to basically do everything I can
Okay.
to improve our chances. Basically, it gives us as much time as possible because I know how to do that.
all right, yes, you immediately shut off various systems throughout the ship. The weapons powered down, even from their idle state, and you
Also, I
start.
sent all a
Okay.
message. I sent everyone a message. Do not walk into Lexie's room without me.
You start putting a what do you call it? Start putting all of the ship's power, as much as available, into the shields. It's the only thing keeping you alive. You feel the temperature inside the cabin begin to rise.
Can I start booting up the warp drive?
No, we lost Cookie.
She will come back, I guess.
Sure.
I'll be back.
You begin attempting to spool the warp drive, the hyperdrive. Probably the warp drive. The hyperdrive will take more time to charge.
Yeah.
As you begin to start trying to spool it, it's going to take time.
Yeah, that's why I'm
But
wanting to start that as
It
early as
begins.
possible.
It begins spooling. You have a decision. You can either drop the shields and let the hull take the brunt of the star, and try and spool the drive in time to jump away, or you can leave the shields up and hope they hold for long enough to get the drive charged at a slower pace due to the majority of the power being put towards the shields.
Can I roll a physics or
This would
sportcraft
be-
or engineering?
This would be technical spacefaring.
Technical spacefaring.
This is-
To figure out which one is the best solution. But
This
yeah,
is technical spacefaring. This
Yeah.
is plain and simple.
Just
This
5.
is spacefaring knowledge.
yeah.
It's 5. All right.
Can I also roll for it?
15.
Just my own roll?
Sure.
When does Ray the
Yeah, please.
bridge?
When?
Sort of in the middle of this.
Okay.
15. Which
By
one
the
is
way-
Kit?
15. What are you rolling, Seraph?
I'm just gonna roll technical.
Yeah, but go ahead and roll.
Just 1 second. I believe it's just 4 is my technical, but I'm double checking. 1 moment.
Okay. That's gonna be fucking
I
gnarly.
don't have anything in space. This is just my technical.
I'm aware. I think none of you have any ranks in spacefaring.
No.
Lexie did.
4. Yeah, did in the past tense, but she's fucking dead now.
Well, not yet.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll, Seraph.
She's gonna slowly suffocate in her own regrets. Wahaha.
10. All right. You have no idea, Seraph.
Yeah, okay, that's all right. I'm gonna let
Not
the
a
big boys take over.
Okay.
Or small boy, I guess.
Either is extremely risky. Unfortunately, with a 15, it could go either way. It's such a variation, you're not sure. It depends. The biggest dependent would be on the armor type of the ship. A ship of this type does not have ablative armor, so the shields are probably your best bet. If you had ablative armor, that would be better. But you do not.
Yeah, then shields.
So you keep the shields on. You guys will begin to feel the cabin pressure beginning to drastically rise to uncomfortable levels. Ray.
But, by the way,
Yes.
I assume there's like also like a primary pilot seat apart from the captain's seat. Or is it like captain's and pilot is the same?
There's a captain. There's the captain's one in the center. The captain's console, which overrides all, and then there are the other 4 consoles, each of which, whatever you want them to be, they are. You just click the button and it becomes that. The controls are holographically projected, so it can create whatever it needs.
Yeah. So
Ray, you run onto the bridge.
You need to get through. Yeah.
Should be there.
Yes.
So yeah, Charlissandra does attach the controls and waits for Ray.
Okay. Ray, as you run onto the bridge amidst this panic, what are you doing?
I'm just listening if someone is saying anything, staring there, just looking totally confused.
But Kid is just as Kid kind of sees you get into the door. I'm converting all energy over to shields and hyperdrive. Get in the fucking pilot seat and get us the fuck out of here.
She's just running to one of the chairs, consoles, also screaming. But I'm not dead.
You're our best bet.
Ray, as you sit down and you select the helmsman option, the 3 screens, one here, one here, one here, each light up with the outside view of what's the other side of the wall in front of you.
Oh, fuck, that's bright.
Yeah, you see it illuminates the room. This bright
kind of star?
white glow. It's a small white star.
Mm.
And with this bright white glow, as you see a star. It's still, I mean, it's not like, oh look, a star, we can't see anything else. It's still a distance away, but it is. You are close enough that space is tinged with the slight white colour of its corona. You are very close to this star. As you sit down.
Is the ship on? Can I move it around? Can I pilot it?
As you try and access it briefly, the same would happen to Kit as well. Briefly, you saw this access denied, and then the word access denied sort of slightly glitches, and it disappears and it logs in. But it lets you in. So yes, you can.
Okay, Ray is trying to flank the star, trying to get the ship away from it, so it's not flying into the star.
Okay. I need you to roll me a pilot voidcraft check.
Oh god, okay.
How many ranks of pilot voidcraft
2.
do you? 2.
2.
Do you have
I have spacefaring.
You do have a rank in spacefaring.
Yes.
Alright. Then that is 2d10 plus your dexterity modifier. Plus your ranks in pilot voidcraft. Pilot spacefaring.
Plus dexterity?
Yes, plus your dexterity.
Oh god.
Because your dexterity is your fine control over the controls.
Can we all give her advantage? As we're all trying to help her.
No, unfortunately. You can give her disadvantage by trying to do that. Sorry. But not advantage.
Quick question, what do I need to add if I have expertise?
In dexterity?
Yes.
None. This is a pilot voidcraft check, not a dexterity check. It's
Plus dexterity.
so it's
No.
just your dexterity bonus.
That should be 6.
Oh, fuck. I'm too nervous to type. Oh, come on!
Okay. Your nerves make it difficult, but you do manage to turn the ship around. It's shaky at first, and you're not thrown around, but you do feel the ship moving. As you feel the ship turn, your view from the viewport quickly dims, and for a brief moment you're almost blinded by the light. And suddenly you see the darkness of space, pure black, ahead of you. As you manage to turn the ship to face away from the star, gun the engines to maximum, you need the drive to charge before you can properly do anything.
Yargon,
Yes.
does this thing have directional shields?
Yes.
Can I turn every other shield off except the one that is currently towards us?
You can. You will sustain hull damage by doing so, but that is a viable option.
Yeah, that's fine
Alright.
then. And converting the rest of it into hyperdrive.
Alright. You see a faint shimmer of blue, almost like a shattering glass for a brief second, around as you see from the viewport, you see the shields across the ship break, as they're no longer provided with power. It appears to be all of them you'll see in the front of the ship.
Can I also turn off the gravity?
It will not make much of a difference.
Okay.
Gravity is essentially just like a light bulb. It's not going to make a huge difference.
Fine.
The ship begins to scorch and burn across. You see the long nose of the ship. You see it beginning to scorch and burn. The paint beginning to flake, and even in places the metal beginning to catch fire. And I do mean catch fire, not just melt.
Can you, like, get a little bit of power on the shields, possibly?
After a brief moment, Ray, you get the notification that the hyperdrive is charged.
Oh, never mind. Awesome.
After
As soon as I see it,
Never mind, kid. Great work.
okay.
Fucking punch it!
Just typing shit like furiously.
As soon as I see this notification, I'm just trying to find anything where it's safe and just trying to fly there, away from the star.
Why don't you go exactly the direction backwards so that we can fucking reunite with a certain individual?
You don't have
Because
to
we're
do
in
that.
the middle of a dangerous situation, we
Then
need
we
to
can-
go away from the
There
star!
will be...
In that
Yeah,
case, we
but-
can
yeah.
reunite our guns with
Oh yeah,
Lexie.
my wife,
Guys?
my knife is going through her fucking...
my
nose,
wife.
Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
The hyperdrive is charged. The warp drive is not. They
Yeah.
are two parts of the same system. The hyperdrive will take you into hyperspace. You will then be able to drop out. You will need to move inside of hyperspace. You won't be
Okay.
using the warp drive to do that, even over this sort of short distance. That will take some programming,
Okay.
but you can do that once you are in hyperspace, and you will not be being
Okay.
molested by a star. So,
Okay.
This is just punching it. Just
essentially, this is an emergency escape, and you punch it.
Yeah.
Dumping what's left of the ship's capacitors into the drive and into the shields briefly, because you do need shields to enter hyperspace. The shields, you see them all flicker on, and then there's the faint sound of entering hyperspace, sort of a hiss, like extremely fast, but loud, and the sound
Thank God.
cuts out. From your ears are left ringing, and to some degree, at least Ray, you are left slightly worried that you might have hearing damage, or you would be were things a little calmer.
Goodbye.
kid's just sitting down like in the chair, just like just breathing heavily, like from
Awesome,
panic mode to like relaxing kind of thing.
awesome work, guys. Kit, is there a way we can lock out Lexie? If she's still alive.
Maybe give me a second.
Because we gotta go find her. We have a body to collect.
Yeah, we do.
Oh.
Right, let me think, and I'll roll a technical digital, I guess.
Yes.
Yes, right, yeah.
Also, could we ask her to
Fuck,
give us a
good
reason
question.
so we can just say fuck you to her when she gives us a reason? Is that something we can do? I feel like we should do.
We
Kids,
can, and then we shoot her.
Yeah, exactly.
realistically, probably not. probably can't lock the captain out of their ship.
Yeah.
But as you switch on to look through the various login profiles, you notice that one of them simply says removed. Everyone else's is there. It says restored next to each name in brackets. Lexie says removed.
Can I
What about
see
it?
who has changed?
You try and bring up the logs.
Yeah.
As you're like, you click on it, you try and bring up the logs, and you get an error message. It states you do not have the required level of access.
I don't think that will be a problem.
Why?
Does Charlissandra says tap next to it, does it?
Not next to it, but you click on it and scroll through, and it says acting captain Charlissandra, and it says next to hers that she has security clearance level 5.
Yeah, you just get,
which is the highest?
You don't get. I don't think that will be.
Or
You've not encountered security clearance on this ship before. You are not a military woman. You do not know that. Kit, you do know.
Yeah, not
5 is not the highest. A captain is level 7.
7. Yeah.
what would that be? Like,
Not with 6B.
like in military terms, what would 5 be?
5 is, I mean, in military terms, you're looking at senior officers aboard a ship.
Okay. Yeah, just won't be a problem, Captain.
5 should have the rank to open the file you're looking at, logs. Not edit, but view.
Yeah. Charlissandra, can you come over here and give me, or I'll just walk over to Charlissandra and like, can you get, like, I'll just show her how to do into the logs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Charlissandra,
she's sort
you-
of a-technical, like... I
Yeah.
mean, she knows her way around stuff, but that's it.
Kit brings up a file basically on your login and asks you to open it, but you get the same error message. Access
The
denied.
fuck?
Security clearance level insufficient.
How do I rate... How do I... What's the security level? How do I raise it? I need a higher security level.
After Ray just stared into the blank nothingness for a while, can she now check where the ship is flying right now?
Currently, you are flying in. You're flying on sublight drives through hyperspace. You have no way to navigate, essentially in hyperspace, but you can plot the relativisticness, the relativistic course compared to where you were before, and and compare that to the scale difference of hyperspace and real space. I will need you to make me a technical spacefaring check to do that, though. It's a relatively in-depth calculation.
Okay.
Well, actually, it's relatively in-depth software to do the calculations for you, but 15. That's enough. You managed to roughly plot a course. You're currently headed away from the star at about like a few 100,000 kilometers an hour, essentially. You're moving very quickly away from the star, but you are going to need that warp drive online before you're going to get anywhere.
Sorry, yeah.
At this point, the screens all shut off, all of them, except for the center screen, which turns black. And you see a single icon appears. It's the icon...
The cookie.
No.
It's a
Okay,
cookie!
to be fair, that would be awesome.
It is the symbol
That's all the
of the Alliance Navy. And it appears. And as it does so, we're going to go
It's
for a break,
rebooting?
because it is not rebooting. You've never seen it do this before. We're going to go for a break right now, real quick.
Oh my god.
Back in the next part.